My exams are over. But when I think about it, I made a lot of mistakes while studying and writing the paper. I cannot go back and change my past, but you can learn from me and change your future. So let's get started with the mistakes that I made in my university exams. Reading standard books. Many people tell you about reading standard books. I am one of them too. All of my notes of university exams are just photos of the standard books, just like I told in my previous video. And that was my first mistake. Let me tell you in little details. There are some books like Shastri for microbiology, Vasudevan for biochemistry, there's Dhingra for ENT, that are very study friendly for us undergraduate students. They are easy to read, easy to learn, easy to revise. Then there are books that I find hard to read. Khurana for ophthalmology and KD Tripathi for pharmacology. I just don't want to read it and it feels so boring and useless. Remembering it is just impossible for me. Now I need to stay away from books like these, but I used Khurana for ophthalmology. In the beginning of my studies, I used Park to revise the community medicine. Please use your own notes to study these kind of subjects. Studying non-important topics. When I started studying 15 days before the exam, I thought I had a lot of time. So I studied all the topics from the book. Surely human brain is infinite, but only for movies and anime. It doesn't work during exams. The more you read, the more you forget. Not to mention it takes a lot of time. If you are a genius, this video isn't for you anyway. I am not one. I cannot remember everything by just reading it once. I learned it the hard way during my exams. You can and you should read all that you want, but after the exams. Right now, you need to focus on the most frequently asked questions. I wasted too much of my time on this mistake. I am stupid. You are not. We don't need to become surgeons overnight. Just focus on what is important. Didn't trust my own notes. As I said earlier, I read the standard books. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I have made notes of all the subjects of third year. Subjects like community medicine have too much data and my notes are very concise. I had no choice there, so I had to read the textbooks. But what about ophthalmology? What about ENT? I had notes. They were enough. So why did I bother reading the textbooks? Why not stick to the notes? Because I did not trust them. I thought they were too short and that won't give me marks in the exam. And I overestimated myself. I thought I could remember all the topics from the textbook in 15 days. Fast forward to the exam day. I could remember something, but not all of it. So I missed a lot of important points in my answers, and that might cost me my marks. So guys, remember, especially for short answer questions, your notes are enough. Too much time pass on mobile. I made a video on procrastination. I made a video on how to stay away from mobile, yet I couldn't follow it myself. That's a very bad example and I do apologize for it. To be honest, I think I took the exam a little too lightly. With a total screen time of over 100 hours during the exam time. That is just too much. Now my inner Ashnir Grover is telling me, भाई ये क्या कर रहा है तू? पढ़ाई कर, मोबाइल में क्या रखा है? And that is something I want to improve from now onwards. As the exam comes near, I know mobile is like a stress buster. 5 to 10 minutes of it is okay. But when you start checking WhatsApp and YouTube and Instagram every hour, it is a problem. The best, most surefire way is to just switch it off. Erase the existence of mobile from your head. That time pass cost me my productivity. You better learn from my mistakes and stay away from this rectangular void. Left a lot of syllabus for the last day of exam. Studying everything line to line from the textbook and mobile phone. All of it just piled up in the end and I could not complete my day-to-day targets. Part of the reason was that I set up my goals a little too high. But my time pass is also to be blamed here. In the end, I was left with a lot to revise on the day of exam. I paid the price by sacrificing my sleep. I could finish the syllabus and revise it. But that is only because my past self has regularly revised and studied these subjects. Too much to do on the last day of exam causes anxiety. That itself is the cause for fever, vomiting, decreased motivation. You feel lazy and sleepy. So I want you to make better plans and set achievable goals. Stayed up at night. I stayed up late to study. I got headache in the next morning. My eyes were burning and couldn't stay open. The fear of the exam was the only thing that was pushing me forwards. I somehow finished my studies. I went to the hall feeling like a zombie. Baggy eyes and sleep deprived. I wrote my exam, I came back, I slept. This cycle got repeated during all the exam papers. I tried having coffee in the morning, but it just made my headache worse. All of it just messed with my diurnal rhythm and my appetite decreased. I had upset stomach. The list goes on and on. Long story short, it is bad for your health. Lack of revisions. It is so obvious. After all these mistakes, I had no time to revise. Especially in community medicine too. It was a big syllabus and that was the only subject that I could not revise fully. The result? भाई दिमाग ने जॉब छोड़ दिया. Meaning, I got blank in a long answer question and that might also cost me my marks. Suffice to say, revise karo. Ignore the MCQs. I have a book called Bhalani which has all the previous year MCQs. The good thing, MCQs get repeated in the exams. The better thing, I already solved them during my prelims exams. My mistake, जब syllabus ही पूरा नहीं हो रहा तो MCQ कहाँ से revise करूँ? Luckily, my friends helped me with it on video call. जो भी हुआ, जैसा भी हुआ, अब हो गया, आगे बढ़ो. I wrote too much. Alright, so I got this hand sanitizer that kills 99% of the germs. I put it in my hands and I still got 1% germs to kill. So what do? Just use it again. Now you have killed those 1% of the germs. But you know what? 99 plus 99 is equals to 148. So basically I have killed tomorrow's germs too. ऐसा पेपर में मत लिखना. I mean to say, don't write irrelevant or factually incorrect things just to increase the number of pages to fill. I did it in my community medicine paper. I hope none of the teachers are watching the video. My advice here, keep it to the point. Diagrams, not enough. I'll be honest here. There are some subjects where you can just not draw any diagrams, like biochemistry or community medicine or English. So I didn't draw much diagrams. I drew a little of them in ophthalmology and ENT. You can use color pencils if you want. I did for myself. Here my mistake was that even though I drew diagrams, they were not enough. We need to draw at least one diagram per topic. So in the next exam, I will try and focus on drawing as many diagrams as I can. Final thoughts. Yes, I made a lot of mistakes. But there was one thing that I never did. I never lost confidence in myself. Even though it was all a lie. Even though I was shaking inside. I kept on pretending and finding different ways to enjoy my exam. हाँ रमेश, सबकी फटती है, दिखाता कोई नहीं. My idea is, my little brain is already tired of all the studying. Why give it additional negativity? So I tried being positive. It is very difficult. Your environment and your friends matter a lot. My biggest support were my roommates and their contagious euphoria. Playing songs every morning during the exams, all those silly little jokes, the evening sessions of roasting the subject, all of it. It helped me get over the most stressful days of my life like it was nothing. The positive mindset, the confidence, it all helped me during the exam papers. I studied better and faster, and most of all, I remembered it. I can talk about the mindset and positivity all day long, but it's always better to show it to you. So wait for my next video, the most awesome study video showing how I coped up with my exams with a positive mental attitude, and most of all, I had fun. For now, it's time for me to say goodbye. I'm sure you enjoyed the video. इसी खुशी में like और subscribe भी कर दो. I'll see you all in the next video. Let's make studying fun. Let's start an educational revolution. This is Abhijit signing out. Happy studying!